on me and what I got going on. That's where I'm at right now, because I'm like, time shows improve, honey. Time shows improve.
Whenever a respected reality TV figure clashes with a polarizing personality, drama is guaranteed. At 48 years old, Kandi Burruss has once again proven that she isn't afraid to speak her mind. This time, she turned her attention to Martell Holt, pulling back the curtain on his private life in a way that left fans in complete shock. Since Kandi shared her unfiltered thoughts, the internet has been buzzing non-stop. Social media timelines are filled with heated debates, and fans of both stars can't stop weighing in. Known for being unapologetically direct, Kandi didn't hold back while addressing Martell's behavior in a recent interview, and the fallout has been nothing short of explosive.
Shereé is dating Martell Holt.
I don't want her to be in a situation where it feels like, where she's being used for publicity. Earlier this year, and I gotta be honest, a family friend of mine who was on another reality show hit me up to go out on a date with him at Blaze and was like, oh, could you have another table open for us, because we're gonna have somebody taking our pictures and videos so that they can post it and da-da-da-da, like this was something they had. And I was like, okay. But no blog really posted, only like one place posted it. But my whole point was, now that I see this similar situation, I'm like, is he doing this, or like, is he being genuine, or is he doing the same thing?
It all started when the conversation shifted toward Martell's personal life, his controversial choices as a partner and as a father. Anyone who has followed Love and Marriage Huntsville already knows his history of infidelity, and Kandi made sure to spotlight those mistakes. She argued that Martell's public missteps, especially those tied to his marriage and co-parenting struggles, serve as a powerful reminder of how important it is to take responsibility for one's actions. But Kandi didn't stop with Martell. Her sharp commentary pulled another well-known reality star into the spotlight, making the situation even messier and juicier for viewers. Before diving deeper into the clash, it's important to remember who Kandi Burruss is. Her name carries weight not just in reality television, but across entertainment.
Heard about Martell.
Girl, them streets, you know me.
The streets been talking to you too? Streets said he been kicking it with some chicks in Atlanta.
I heard that too.
No. Yeah.
Like, you coming in town and dipping around? I mean, it's a little awkward because he did lightweight try to talk to me.
What?
Yes.
No.
Reaching out via Instagram.
He slid up in your DMs.
She first rose to fame in the 1990s as a member of the R&B group Escape, where her voice helped define an era. But Kandi wasn't just a singer, she was also a hit-making songwriter. She penned chart-topping tracks for legendary acts like TLC, Destiny's Child, and Mariah Carey, proving her talent was unmatched. Over the years, she expanded her empire far beyond music, from opening successful restaurants like Old Lady Gang to launching her own product lines. Kandi became a savvy entrepreneur. On top of that, her long-standing role on The Real Housewives of Atlanta, where she's been a cast member since 2009, has showcased her unfiltered personality and no-nonsense approach to life.
Kandi Burruss has some inside tea. I think Martell Holt was trying to be seen out on a date with another reality TV star. I think it's some lady from a show called Behind the Pole or something like that. Maybe she's a stripper, I don't know. He wanted to be seen at the Blaze Steak and Seafood in Cascade, Georgia, Atlanta, because I guess he wanted to get his picture taken so that the blogs will pick it up so that he can get some attention. You guys go ahead and check out this clip.
She's being used for publicity. Family friend of mine who was on another reality show hit me up to go out on a date with him at Blaze and was like, oh, could you have another table open for us, because we're gonna have somebody taking our pictures and videos so that they can post it and da-da-da-da. Now that I see this similar situation, I'm like,
Simply put, Kandi Burruss is not just a reality star, she's a cultural force who knows the value of her voice. Martell Holt, a charmer surrounded by controversy. On the other side of this story stands Martell Holt. Viewers know him best from OW's Love and Marriage, Huntsville, where his good looks, ambition, and charisma quickly made him a standout. But Martell's personal life has often overshadowed his professional achievements. His very public divorce from Melody Holt, marked by infidelity and ongoing co-parenting struggles, turned him into a lightning rod for criticism. Fans have watched his mistakes play out on television, creating strong opinions about his character. For some, Martell is a flawed man trying to rebuild. For others, he represents exactly what happens when accountability is avoided for too long. Either way, he remains one of the most talked about names in reality TV. So how did these two big personalities collide? It started during an interview where Kandi was asked about Martell and his long list of controversies. Without hesitation, Kandi said the one thing missing from Martell's life was accountability. She acknowledged that fame makes personal matters harder to navigate, but she didn't excuse his behavior. Instead, she pointed out how his infidelity and poor decisions didn't just damage his family, but also shaped how the public sees him. She went on to explain that reality television may thrive on drama, but the emotions and relationships behind the cameras are real. According to Kandi, Martell's refusal to fully acknowledge his actions sends the wrong message, not just to his family, but to the millions of viewers who watch him. Her words carried weight. When you have a platform like reality TV, what you do affects more than just you. It impacts your family, your fans, and how people think about relationships. At some point, you have to stop pointing fingers and take a real look at your own actions. This powerful statement struck a chord with many fans who have grown tired of watching Martell dodge responsibility. For them, Kandi wasn't just criticizing him, she was challenging him to grow. Of course, Martell wasn't going to stay silent. Not long after Kandi's comments, he took to Instagram to respond. He acknowledged that living under public scrutiny isn't easy, but he also claimed that Kandi's words were unfair. He suggested that people focus too much on his mistakes without recognizing the personal growth happening behind the scenes. It's easy for people to focus on mistakes, but they don't see the work being done. Growth is a process, and I'm on that journey. His words sounded reflective, but many critics felt they missed the point. Instead of directly addressing Kandi's call for accountability, Martell seemed to shift the conversation toward the difficulties of fame. Some fans praised his measured tone, saying he showed maturity by not lashing out. Others felt his response was performative, more about protecting his brand than facing his past head-on. Social media quickly turned into a battlefield. On one side, supporters applauded Kandi for speaking the truth. They felt she had the courage to say what many people think but rarely say out loud, that Martell needs to stop playing the victim and finally own up to his actions. On the other side, Martell's defenders argued that Kandi's comments were unnecessarily harsh. They reminded everyone that mistakes don't define a person forever and suggested that Kandi was stirring drama for attention. Twitter threads, Instagram comment sections, and TikTok breakdown videos kept the feud alive. Fans analyzed every word, every post, and every facial expression from both stars, turning the drama into a larger conversation about reality TV's responsibility to its audience. As if the story wasn't already messy enough, another name made it even juicier: Shereé Whitfield. A longtime star of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, Shereé is known for her confidence and strong personality. Earlier this year, she began dating Martell Holt, and their relationship immediately became a hot topic both on and off screen. Kandi, who has always been protective of her circle of friends, made it clear that she had doubts about Martell's intentions with Shereé. Drawing on his history of infidelity and public mistakes, Kandi openly questioned whether he was genuinely interested in Shereé or simply using the relationship for publicity. This added a new layer of tension. On one hand, Shereé's fans believe she's a confident woman capable of handling her love life without interference. On the other, critics fear she may be walking into unnecessary drama by dating Martell. So far, Shereé hasn't directly addressed Kandi's comments, but her silence has only fueled speculation. Could her friendship with Kandi be strained because of Martell? And if so, how will that play out on RHOA? Kandi Burruss has earned respect over the years, not just for her talent, but for her honesty. She doesn't shy away from tough conversations, whether it's about business, friendships, or relationships. This situation with Martell is just the latest example of her willingness to call things as she sees them. By emphasizing accountability, she reminds fans that reality stars are more than entertainment, they're role models with influence. Her ability to separate authenticity from performance makes her stand out in a genre that often prioritizes chaos over truth. For many fans, she is the voice of reason, unafraid to highlight behaviors that others try to excuse or ignore. At the core, this feud is about more than just Kandi and Martell. It raises bigger questions about reality television itself. Should stars be transparent about their personal growth? Or is the genre built on unresolved conflicts? Should viewers demand accountability from the people they follow? Or should they accept the drama for what it is, entertainment? Kandi's comments bring these questions to the surface, forcing fans to consider the impact reality TV has on real lives. Now fans are left wondering, will Martell step up and directly address Kandi's concerns? Can Shereé and Kandi repair any tension caused by this situation? And most importantly, will this feud reshape the narratives on their respective shows? For now, one thing is clear. This clash has set the internet on fire, proving once again that when two reality heavyweights collide, the fallout is unforgettable. So, what do you think? Should Martell be held more accountable, or is Kandi being too hard on him? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the wildest moments in reality TV.